My name is Mohsin. In this session, we are going to learn about default value for a column. Okay, the default constant is used to create a default value for a column. Okay, the default value will be added to all new records if no other value is specified. Okay, let's see it practically. Let me create table here. Okay, with default column, create table name, I'm giving it as person. Okay, and the column name ID. Okay, and integer is the data type and not null is the constant, and the next column name I'm giving data type as varchar 45. Okay, it will accept maximum 45 character. Okay, and I'm mentioning it as not null as constant. Okay, and the next gender is a column and the data type is char 10. Okay, there's a difference between char and varchar. Varchar is a variable length, char is a fixed length. Okay, and the next here you can see I'm mentioning DOJ, date of join. Okay, this is the default column, varchar 15. Okay, and here we have to mention the default value. Here I'm mentioning if nothing is there, so it should appear as not available. Okay, and the next is city. Okay, city char is a fixed length. Here I'm not mentioning constant. Okay, so it will give null. Okay, let me select and press F5. Here you can see command completed successfully. Let insert data into it. Insert into table name is person values. Here ID number 101 and the name is Ramesh and gender is male and DOJ. Okay, DOJ I'm mentioning it as, okay, varchar is there, so we have to use single quotation. Okay, 2015 12. Okay, and next is city. I'm mentioning city as Pune under single quotation. Okay, whenever anything is in single quotation it will be string. Okay, here you can see first row affected. So let me here copy this. Okay, person. Here let me mention the ID and the name and gender, and okay, here I'm not taking DOJ. Okay, then we have to mention the values 102 and the name is Fazil. Okay, and gender is male and city is Hyderabad. Okay, so there is a difference here. We did not mention the ID directly. We mention the values. Here we have mentioned these are the columns what we want the values. Okay, here we inputted the values. Okay, here we mention the column names and here we mention the values. Okay, let me select and press F5. Here you can see one row affected. So let me fetch the data from here. Select star from person. Select and press F5. Here you can see. Okay, here what we have done, we did not mention DOJ, so it default took as not available. Here what we have mentioned. Okay, this is how we will put default value in a column. Okay, so here you see how we created table along with default. Okay, if we want to add a default value into existing table, adding to existing table. Let me make this as command. Okay, so for that, first let me drop the table. Drop table. Table name is person. Select and press F5. Here you can see table got dropped. Let me copy this. Okay, okay, here what I'm doing, I'm just removing the default thing. Okay, select and press F5. Here you can see command completed successfully. Here I did not mention default value. So what we are doing, we are adding to existing table. This is the table, we have to add it. So how we will add it? Okay, let me write alter table. Table name is person. What we have to do, we have to add constraint. Which constraint? Default, df underscore. We have to mention the column doj. Okay, and we have to mention the default. Okay, what we want to mention it as a default, I want to mention not available. Okay, whenever nothing is there. Okay, date of joining, so it should take it as not available. For which column? For doj column. Okay, let me select and press F5. Here you can see command completed successfully. Okay, so let me insert some data into it. Okay, the same thing. Okay, I'm inserting the same data. First row got affected and second row got affected. Here if you fetch the data, here you will get. If suppose if you want to drop the table, okay, if you want to, let's insert one more column, one more row, 103 Dennis. Okay, male and city as Chennai. Let me select and press F5. Okay, this is how we created default value along with table and added to existing table. Okay, let us drop default value. Dropping default key default value. How we will do it? What we have to type here, the same thing. Okay, let me copy this, paste it here. Okay, here what in place of add, I have to type drop. Okay, drop constraint, drop same. Okay, drop constraint is the default in which column? doj. Select and press F5. Here you can see command completed successfully. This is how we dropped the constraint. Thank you. Have